Dear students, in the previous class we saw about operators and operator algebra and different types of operators. And this video is a continuation of the different types of operators. In this class we will see what is meant by a Hamiltonian operator and Hermitian operator, and also what are eigenvalues and eigenfunctions. First, let's see what is meant by a Hamiltonian operator. Consider the time-independent Schrödinger wave equation. We have dou square xi by dou x square plus dou square xi by dou y square plus dou square xi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h square into E minus V into xi equals 0, where E is the total energy and V is the potential energy. Now, just rearranging this equation, we get dou square xi by dou x square plus dou square xi by dou y square plus dou square xi by dou z square minus 8 pi square m v by h square into xi equals minus 8 pi square m by h square e into xi. So we have transferred this term 8 pi square m e by h square to the right hand side. Now multiply both LHS and RHS by minus h square by 8 pi square m. So on multiplying LHS and RHS by this term minus h square by 8 pi square m, we get minus h square by 8 pi square m into dou square xi by dou x square plus dou square xi by dou y square plus dou square xi by dou z square plus v into xi. Because we are multiplying this term by minus h square by 8 pi square m, so that will get cancelled off and we'll get v xi equals e into xi. Here also this term will get cancelled and that will become e xi. Since xi is common, we can rewrite the equation as minus h square by 8 pi square m dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square plus v the whole into xi equals e xi. Now this term dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square is the del square operator, which is also known as Laplacian operator, which we saw in the last class. So we can write minus h square by 8 pi square m into del square, which is a Laplacian operator, plus v into xi equals e into xi. Now instead of minus h square by 8 pi square m, it can also be written as minus h cross square by 2m, where h cross is h by 2 pi. So if we substitute for h cross, we get minus h cross square by 2m into del square plus v into xi equals e into xi. Now this term minus h cross square by 2m into del square plus v represents an operator h cap, which is called the Hamiltonian operator. So the expression for Hamiltonian operator is h cap equals minus h cross square by 2m del square plus v. The first term here, minus h cross square by 2m into del square, represents the kinetic energy part and v represents the potential energy part. So we can write the Schrödinger wave equation as h cap xi equals e into xi. So from this equation, that is h cap equals minus h cross square by 2m del square plus v, we can see that the Hamiltonian operator represents the sum of kinetic energy and potential energies of the system. Hence, Hamiltonian is also known as the total energy operator. So Hamiltonian operator is an operator which represents the total energy of the system, representing the sum of kinetic and potential energies. And its expression is given by h cap is equal to minus h cross square by 2m del square plus v. The first term minus h cross square by 2m del square represents the kinetic energy part and v is the potential energy part. Now we'll move on to another operator, Hermitian operator. A linear operator A cap that satisfies the condition integral xi1 star A cap xi2 d2 equals integral xi2 A cap xi1 the whole star d2. So any linear operator that satisfies this condition is called a Hermitian operator. Xi1 and xi2 are wave functions. So xi1 star is the complex conjugate of the wave function xi1 into A cap xi2. That means A cap is first operated on xi2 equals integral xi2 into A cap xi1 the whole star. So A cap operating on the function xi1 and the complex conjugate of the result A cap xi1. That's why it's shown as A cap xi1 the whole star. So such an operator, that is A cap, is called Hermitian operator. Operators corresponding to physically observable quantities. Physically observable means measurable quantities like position, momentum, angular momentum, energy, etc. All are Hermitian operators. And in quantum mechanics, we always deal with these experimentally measurable quantities or physically observable quantities like position, momentum, energy, etc. And hence, all quantum mechanical operators are Hermitian operators. The operator must also be linear. So all quantum mechanical operators will be linear and Hermitian operators, which satisfies the condition integral xi1 star A cap xi2 d2 equals integral xi2 A cap xi1 the whole star d2. So we have discussed two types of operators. One is the Hamiltonian operator, which represents the total energy of the system, and second one is a Hermitian operator, which is a condition obeyed by all quantum mechanical operators. Next, we move on to eigenvalue and eigenfunction. Suppose we have an operator A cap operates on a well-behaved function f of x. A well-behaved function means not all wave functions are acceptable. Only functions which meet certain conditions are treated as well-behaved function. So an operator A cap operates on a well-behaved function to give the same function but multiplied by a constant, so that A cap f of x equals C f of x. So here the constant C is called the eigenvalue and the function f of x is called the eigenfunction. And this equation A cap f of x equals C f of x is called the eigenvalue equation. To be more clear, let's see one example. If the function f of x equals e raised to minus ax is acted upon by the operator d by dx, then d by dx of e raised to minus ax will be equal to minus a into e raised to minus ax. D by dx of e raised to minus ax is e raised to minus ax into minus a. So here you can see that the function is e raised to minus ax. When it is operated by d by dx, you get the same function back, e raised to minus ax, but multiplied by a constant value minus a. So here the eigenvalue is minus a and e raised to minus ax is the eigenfunction of the operator d by dx. We have seen the time independent Schrödinger equation can be written as h cap xi equals e xi. This is a very good example of an eigenvalue equation that we come across in quantum chemistry. H cap is the total energy operator operating on the function xi, and you get the same function xi but multiplied by constant, which gives the energy values, also known as the eigenvalue. So the time independent equation h cap xi equals e xi represents an eigenvalue equation. Now we have a question. Show that sin 2x is not an eigenfunction of the operator d by dx but of d square by dx square. What is the eigenvalue? So please try it for yourselves. You have to prove that sine 2x is not an eigenfunction of the operator d by dx, but it is an eigenfunction of d square by dx square. You also have to find out the eigenvalue.